And even if they were confused about who to go to or what to do, that's even the more reason why they should have spoken up and exposed that wicked man. Hi, welcome to gist.com. To my new and old subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing and staying tuned. And if you're just passing by and like what we're doing here, please consider subscribing, and let's dive into this video. So today I'm bringing you the update of singer OSINACHI NWANCHUKWU, as her twin sister has come out to say what caused her sister OSINACHI's exit. So OSINACHI NWANCHUKWU is an amazing Nigerian gospel singer who unfortunately is no more. Her exit happened a few months ago. There's a video about her on my channel, when her exit happened, if you want to follow up with her story. I'm going to place a post that I got from Linda Ikeji's blog here, and I'm going to read it. It's actually a long post, but I just picked the parts that I'm more concerned about. It said, "My sister developed ulcer as a result of starvation because NWANCHUKWU never provided for his family. She was the provider for the family. My sister owns the house they lived in. He drove her out of the house with their last baby under the rain, and it was her first son that got a wrapper to cover the baby. The distraught sister told the court that the family referred to NWANCHUKWU as manager because he had control over everything, including her money, and the fear she had of him made her not to relate well with her family. Her husband never treated her well. He treated her like an animal, beat her anyhow, never made her happy, and never allowed her to associate with her family. There was a time she went for ministration, and when she asked for stage fee, she was told that 2 million naira had been paid into her husband's account." I'm going to stop here because it's actually a very long post, but I picked the parts that I wanted to talk about. And this is the continuation here. It said, during cross-examination, the defense counsel, I.A. Aliyu, asked how Madu became aware of the occurrence since she was in Enugu, but the latter said she became aware of this through telephone conversation she had with her sister. Aliyu equally asked Madu. Madu is OSINACHI's twin sister, okay? If the family expected to benefit from her late sister's finances, and she answered in the affirmative. I'm going to quickly highlight something before I forget. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's very, very important for us not to forget that we had a family before we get married. So getting married and forgetting all about your family, or because your spouse told you not to have anything to do with your family and you decide to do so, just know you're in a terrible relationship, because that's a huge red flag when your partner or whoever you're with or got married to does not want you to relate with your family member. That's a huge red flag, and you shouldn't even be with someone like that. I understand there are exceptional cases, but on a normal ground, somebody who came to get married to you or who bring you into their family shouldn't have a problem with either you nor them relating with each other's family. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but on a normal ground, there shouldn't be any cause for you distancing yourself from your family. And the same thing with him. If he is also distancing himself from his family, you need to know why, because those can be some red flags. Like I said, I know they're exceptional cases. I just want to quickly highlight that before I forget. So OSINACHI's sister has come out to say all of these things that this man did. I would like to believe it's true, but here's my question. Where was she and her families, like all of them? Where were they since they knew OSINACHI was going through all of these terrible things? Why didn't they take any action to save that woman's life? I mean, OSINACHI. Why did they not do anything? Why are they talking about it now? Because it's more like all they have been doing is just talk about it and not take any action. And another thing is that someone who has been abused might get used to the abuse to the extent that it's nothing to them anymore. It's no longer an abuse to them anymore. But when an external party look into the situation, they can definitely tell that this individual is being abused and are just used to the abuse. And this is more reason why the sister and the family member should have spoken up. They should have done something. They should have said something. Maybe that woman would have been saved. I know some question may arise like, oh, what do you want them to do? Well, I believe a lot could have been done, and speaking up could have been one of it. At least speaking up on her behalf, since she cannot speak or she cannot talk because she's terrified of the man she's with. Another thing I think that could have been done was to help her sister recognize that she's being abused and encourage her to open up to her. I mean, confide in her, since the wicked man she's with would not allow her be in touch with her family. But the same post also made us realize that OSINACHI's sisters knew all of this was happening to OSINACHI via phone. That means they were talking. That means OSINACHI was telling her things. I'm still shocked at why nothing was done. Seriously. Because I feel like if OSINACHI didn't even know she needed help, you, the sister or the family member, knew all of this, shouldn't they know she needed help, since she's been so abused and can't even recognize, that she's been abused? There's so many things the organizations or foundations out there could have helped her with. Maybe she can even put a restraining order on him. That way she can stay away from him and be safe. There's so many things they could have done to help save that woman's life. If you know of anyone being abused, please and please don't overlook them. They might not just be their self. Don't say, oh, they will not listen to me or they're not listening to me. Most times, these people being abused are lost in so many ways. They might be so terrified, they're not even able to speak up. But as a good friend or a good family member or whatsoever you are to that person, we should take it upon us as a responsibility to help such people. Help by reporting to the right authority or organization or foundation or whatsoever that is available. I don't know of any law that says you cannot report cases like that. Maybe if a case was taken up seriously by her sisters and family member and even the so-called church members that knew about her story, maybe she could have been saved today. If at all nothing works out, at least they know they tried. They tried something to help her. But coming out now to say all of these things right now is very, very annoying. It's almost like medicine after death. And when the judge asked OSINACHI's sister if the family expected to benefit from their late sister's finances, which is OSINACHI, the report said she answered in the affirmative. Basically, affirmative means she agreed to the question, which means they are expecting financial benefit from their sister's finances. Now they want her money. But when she was alive, they couldn't take extra steps to do anything to help her. I don't care what anybody says. They should have done something because they had that information with them, including the so-called church members that are now saying that they know, about it. They should have done something. And even if they were confused about who to go to or what to do, that's even the more reason why they should have spoken up and exposed that wicked man. How can one person oppress the whole family and put them down just like that? How can they be so terrified of this man that they didn't do anything in this day and age? Wow. Anyways, I have come to the end of this video. Please leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe to my channel, like and share my video, and I'll see you in the next one.